welcome back to Kevin Reviews. I just got finished recently, and this I will be reviewing K-pop Demon Hunters. I have to look at my screen because I'm likely going to butcher the name, so I apologize in advance. Directed by Chris Apple Hans and Maggie Kane. Maggie Kane also wrote this, along with Danya Jimenez and Hannah McMecken. I again when we have the cast with Arden Cho, Mei Hong, Young Yu, uh, An Hyo Sop, and Lee Byung Hun. And again, I apologize for the names, for butchering the names. Feel free to write if you wish. But in any case, you might want to write anyway because I will say I'm not a K-pop fan. Um, I don't hate K-pop. I understand it's you know um, I grew up listening to mainly rock or alternative, and I mean there are some pop songs I do like at most, but it's not like I'm super you know big fan of it to follow the artist uh, really, but yeah, I mean, it's just music taste. And for me, it's not something for me. This is probably this is the actually the first type anime 3D animated film I'm reviewing, and I will also say anime that I'll be reviewing because I like anime. I don't watch a ton of it because I don't know. It's not like I again I don't hate anime. I have a favorite anime that I will review much later, but I don't know. I think a lot of it when in terms of anime, it's a lot like we think about the TV shows, the Dragon Ball, the Pokemon, um, uh, Chainsaw Man, I think, Soul Eater, all those it's anime TV shows mostly. But I'm sure there's plenty of anime movies like the Studio Ghibli films or the um, I'm trying to think, but yeah, Studio Ghibli I think is most likely one the biggest animation studio. Um, that's well loved by many people. And I do like the Studio Ghibli films. I did say I have one anime that I really enjoy. Like I said, I'll get to that later when I get to it. And but yeah, I think the closest I think I've watched to anime is like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't really grew up like with Dragon Ball or um, even I haven't even grown up with Pokemon. I knew it was around, but I watched like the first episode and I wasn't into it. But yeah, I don't know. I do like anime. It's just I don't know. It's kind of like a toss up if whether or not I'll like it or whatever. But so just so you know. But in any case, we have K-pop Demon Hunters. So here's my review. So in K-pop Demon Hunters, we have the group Huntrix with stars Yumi, Mira, and Zoe, who are K-pop stars and are also hunt demons who have existed for many years, and these hunters have for many years have been passed down to different artists using song as a way to seal the demons using known as Hunmoon. Um, it's like the spiritual barrier that keeps the demons out from coming into the real world. So this has been going on for so long, and now it's these K-pop stars that Huntrix that must keep their world safe, or at least in the city safe. Um, in any case, the demon underworld led by Guima uh, is getting tired and is hungry for souls, and that's what the demons are doing is collecting souls from the demons for Guima to feast on. So they keep losing, so now they have devised another strategy, which I will. That's probably revealed in the trailers, but a demon goes by the name of Genu says, "I can find a way to, break up Huntrix." But there's a lot more going on to the story, focusing on Rumi. And that's as far as I'll go, I think. I hope I didn't spoil that much, but I think trailers may have already given quite a bit. I'm not sure. Um, so I will say I really do like the animation. I haven't seen too much of the 3D anime style animation, other than let's see, then Turning Red is the closest I've seen. Um, you know, is and it's very colorful. It's very eye pleasing. I mean, unless you're not into like flashing kind of lights, otherwise not that bad. But it's very eye pleasing. The action's good. Um, the characters are well written, and there's plenty of depth, except for maybe Mira and Zoe. There is a bit of depth in them. Um, Maybe I would have liked them to be fleshed out more. I mean, but I do like how they introduced their main cast, which told by the fans, which is actually very brilliant in my opinion. Um, Maybe it's been done before, but I think that was really, really clever. So um, I like Guima. It's kind of interesting because he seems like he's not as fierce from the voice, but you can kind of tell they were going for more of a, um, kind of a sinister, like always get under your skin kind of way, and that seems fitting more than just this outburst demon, though he can do that. Um, and then how are the songs? I think the songs are good. They're really good. It's not something I would listen to like on a daily basis. Be perfectly honest. But I think what they did here was really good for the songs and the messages behind it. That even incorporates into the story, and the story. I already mentioned messages. About you know you know bottling stuff up, fears, hatred, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of good things about that. Um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of good things I would say um, about this film. If there are issues, I think there's story wise, it's not clear because story wise, there's some unanswered questions. Like they mentioned, like the demons take people's souls, but and yet, and maybe this is just because of the age rating because it's PG, and they said that the demons take the people's souls and they just disappear. Um, Not sure how well that works per se, but I guess that's part of keeping the PG rating, maybe even for younger kids. And I think personally, I would have probably liked this maybe more if it teetered on to maybe PG-13 territory. Um, a bit more edgy, a little bit more edge to it overall. But I think what was there is good enough. I think some of the stories, and there's also the fact that there's apparently that there's more to the demons that the Huntrix, the new demon hunters, are not don't quite understand because they're taught to hate demons at all times. Um, so I don't know, and even when they do kind of wrap up the story, that's kind of left unanswered. So it might hint at a sequel. I'm not 100% certain, but That's my understanding. Um, some there's again this because it's 3D animation, and yeah, it works sometimes. Other times I don't know, it can be kind of awkward. There's like one scene where they meet this like not sure what he's called, but he's kind of equivalent to like a snake oil salesman or something like that. Um, but he there's like the moment where he's eyes are just bulging out. They get bigger than his head and almost to his head, and it's just creepy looking. And it's like, isn't he's probably scarier than the demons? It's I don't know. Thankfully, it's not that long, but still, it's sometimes I can understand it. Trying new things to make it more 3D anime. I totally understand, but I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't always, I think, work for me, in my opinion. Um, I do really like the fact that they do take time to, allow the characters to develop, allow to, you know, to bond or, have dialogue. Because often, other times, it's kind of like they kind of do this really quick cut scenes, action and stuff, or, uh, squeam. I'm not. I don't mean to be sexist, but squeeing girls or cry or something like that. I don't mean it to be offensive, but I don't know. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Maybe it's just again preference. So I think overall that's it. Excuse me. I had a burp there. But in any case, I think I will give K-pop Demon Hunters 4 stars. I think that's generous. I think there's a lot of good things to like about this movie. It is emotional. It does have that liar reveal um, thing going on, but that you can either hate it or love it. It's up to you. I'm kind of in the middle. It has been done to death as a movie trope. Um, so yeah, and I'm just in the middle. But otherwise, the songs are good, the animation's spectacular, the characters are well meaning. I think it's just the issue. Maybe story elements don't quite make sense or add up, or they just feel like they were left on the cutting room floor, or they're just saving it for a sequel, which that's possible. Considering how popular this is, I imagine because it's going to be popular enough that it's going to warrant it. So, all in all, yeah, I think I'm going to give this 4 stars. But what are your thoughts? I apologize if I if I diss K-pop. I don't hate it. It's totally fine. It's all our music tastes. But feel free to, make mention in the comments what your thoughts on the movie. Give her a like or dislike on the review, whichever is fine. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a good day and enjoy your K-pop.